Hey everybody, it's Marco again from the End of the Woods Book Project, coming from the Wichita Mountains. Again, this is a tree we found, not staged, just like this. We're working on it. Remember the little briars we had here? Well, I pushed those in, and I got a couple of limbs that I found on the ground here. Put them in there. We're stacking our leaves on top of that to make it still. That'll keep the wind out. As you can see, it's still pretty breezy. There's some big gusts coming in. Like I said, it rained yesterday, big storm last night, and then this morning we had still heavy sprinkling. So we're working on that. As you can see, we're already starting to stuff underneath. There were some down logs. Remember how this tree was open underneath? Well, I filled it with some logs, and then we've added some more leaves underneath it. This is the area we're cleaning out. Remember, always clean this out all the way, alright? Because you're going to find different briars and stuff. I want to show you this here, because when you start clearing briars out, like this one was here, you would think that was the bottom. You're going to want to chop it, okay? This briar right here. This was that was right there. But anyway, so you're going to want to chop this and get out of the way, right? Well, no. First thing you do is clear out around it, because I tell you what, almost as surely as you're going to nail this, you're going to hit a rock. And I say that because if you look here, you hear that? It's a rock. That's a rock. So we would hit a rock and really put a big chip in our hatchet. That's why you just kind of move it by hand. Then you know what you're going to chop into. Then chop it, okay? Because you don't want to ruin your equipment. The last thing you need out here in the middle of nowhere is to get hurt or ruin your equipment. So we're stuffing all that really good. Remember, this was open in here. We closed it in with some logs on the back side. Now the other good thing about being in the Wichita is there's always rocks. These rocks are really good. You can just take a rock and you can put it along the base here, and you can stack rocks, okay, like that. It'll help your leaves. Also, it'll be a break in case there's water. Notice we're at an angle. Chances are it's just going to run off anyway. Won't have trouble with heavy rains, but just in case, it's a good thing to have. The other thing is rock tends to keep out other animals. Nothing's really going to try to burrow into you. Get along your side there with rocks. Okay, you're here moving around. Same thing you want to do on the back side. You just find a bunch of big rocks. You can put them along the back side over there, and just start doing a little perimeter. I always like to do that. Again, be real careful when you clean stuff out. The other good thing is when you start cleaning stuff out like this, you might find some grubs or a worm. So you have some fishing bait. We did that when we worked on our debris hut, as you remember. Now, hey, I've been looking at this. I've got a couple of good points here. See those little saplings, those little trees? Okay, we're going to use those. We're going to bend them down and try to get the little hooks on our Poncho Tarp to fit into that. That way we're not cutting into a lot of resources. We might have to cut two small little sticks, but I might be able to find them like right there. That little guy right there might work, and there's a couple more little guys around there, so we might not have to chop these guys here. And those guys will probably leave intact and bend it over. But what you want to do is what I would do right now is, but I want to get these filled in with the tarp real quick, but eventually you have to fill this in with leaves again, because that's going to be your flooring. You want to make sure you're off the floor, off the ground, where you can keep your body heat. That's where we're at so far, but you always clean it first. You don't want to be sleeping on top of rocks or stickers, or there might be a hole there you don't know about, and some animal could be living in there and come out and bite you in the middle of the night. It's the last thing you want. So you always want to be prepared and prepped. So we're going to shut this off for now, and we're going to finish up the tarp so you guys can take a look at it.